So again, welcome, welcome, welcome. We are in Genesis chapter 36, and so we'll go ahead and get started. Like I said, it's a short chapter as well, but it is full of names. Okay, it's a lot of names, and so most of it is repetition. So just looking at certain things, because again, like I said, when God begins to repeat himself, certain things, if he says it more than once, that is our telltale sign to pay attention to it. That is our telltale sign to put it up there and make note of it. Like, okay, he said this twice. It is important. And so for the most part, I got most of them written down, but I was not able to get everything written down. So again, it's okay, because what I did not look up, we will definitely go ahead and look up. So Genesis chapter 36 is things when it starts to pass over into that new space, when those names begin to shift, when, you know what I'm saying, he brings attention to that thing, because he said it before. Now we're here again. We're now talking about Esau again. And the first thing that he mentions is to let us know that Esau is Edom, because as we move forward, there is a place where some significant events took place in Edom, right? And so then again, knowing that Esau is Edom, we know that this place where these events took place, because they'll be surrounded around the children of Israel. So where these events take place, we'll know that, okay, Esau, I'm going to just put it this way, is the foundation of that place. I don't know if you guys heard, but Esau was the one who grieved Isaac and Rebekah when he started taking wives of Canaan. And when we go back a little bit, when Simeon and Levi killed Shechem and Hamor and all of them, and we talked about that defiling and how that could have very well been was because they were not part of their group, their tribe, right? And so then even when we go back to Abraham, one of the things that Abraham said, and he was very adamant about, he said, please do not allow my children to take, or my sons to take wives of the Canaanite people, right? And so then Esau, in his rebellion, he knew that it was something that would despise his parents. So he purposely went and took wives of everybody that pretty much their parents and those that came before them said, do not take a wife of. So his wives came from the Canaanite people, as well as Ishmael, which we know that Ishmael's mother was an Egyptian. So he didn't marry anyone in the tribe that he was supposed to marry in. He was the one who rebelled and went and did his own thing. So his first wife was named Ada, and his first wife was named Ada, and she was the son of Elon, which was a Hittite. So Ada, it means an ornament. It means pass on or continue to remove, to adorn, and to deck oneself. And then the word Elon, it means like an oak grove. And so then Ahulibama, however you say that, it means a tent of the height. It means covering. It means a dwelling place, a home, a tabernacle. It means to be clear and to shine. And so then the word Anna, it means an answer, to eye, or generally to heed, to pay attention to, respond, to sing, shout, testify, announce. And, again, this is my understanding. When it said Aholibama, the daughter of Anah, and the daughter of Zibeon, based off of just the definition of the name. Again, I could be wrong, so don't quote me on it. Anah is the mother, and Zibeon was the dad. So again, Anah is the mother of Aholibama, and then Zibeon is the father of Aholibama. So again, the name Anna, it meant to answer, to eye, or generally to heed, to pay attention, to respond, to sing, to shout, to testify, and to announce. And then Zibeon, it meant variegated. The word variegated meant exhibiting different colors, especially as irregular patches or streaks. It meant to dip into coloring fluid. It meant to dye, and then diverse colors. And so when I read this part, it made me think about the coat of many colors that Jacob got from his father. No, not Jacob. Joseph got from his father, Jacob. And so again, just looking at the name of Anna and Zibeon, which is the father and the mother of Aholibama. And then it said the Bashemath, Ishmael's daughter, the sister of Nebajoth. The definition for her name, I think I didn't look it up because we looked it up before already. But her name means fragrance. It means spicery. Also the balsam plant, to smell, spice, sweet, and odor. And it just means to be fragrant, a spice. Yeah, we looked up her name already. And so then verse 4, it says, Ada bare to Esau Eliphaz, and Bashemath bare Ruel. And Aholibama, she bare, how you say his name? I wrote out how to say it. Hold on, because these names. Yeush. It says she bare Yeush and Jalam and Korah. These are the sons of Esau, which were born unto him in the land of Canaan. One of Job's friends' name was Eliphaz. It also means pure gold. It means real. That is a small channel of water, like an irrigation system. It means river. It also means stream. It means to split, literally or figuratively, to divide. And the word Ruel, which is Bashemath's son, it means friend of God, friend, to pasture, to tend to a flock, to graze, literally or figuratively, to rule, by extension, to associate with as a friend. And then Yeush, which is Aholibama's son. It means hasty. It means to hasten, assemble self. And then her son Jalam, it means occult, to veil from sight. It means to conceal, blind, disassembler, hide self and secret thing. And then Korah, it means ice. It means to depilate. The word depilate means to remove the hair, from, and then to make self bald. So yeah, it's definitely a mixture of a lot of things. Now, one name that I will tell you to pay attention to is Ruel. And the reason I say pay attention to it because of, one, the name, but then also because as we go a little bit further, Ruel is a significant person. And again, his name tell us pretty much the space in which he's going to hold. Just as well as Abraham was a friend of God, Ruel, as he go throughout his life and as he begin to obey and, build relationship with God, we know he's going to become a friend of God. And because, again, I've read a little bit further, I do know that Ruel plays a very significant part and he will become the friend of God. And so Ruel, like I said, is one person that I'll tell you to pay attention to as we continue to go forward. Eliphaz as well. Pay attention to him because he's a significant character as we move forward. And so then again, just knowing where they came from. So Ruel was Bashemath's mother. And we know that she meant fragrant. Well, her name meant fragrant or to be fragrant. And then Eliphaz was Ada's son. And his name meant son of gold. God of gold. And so those are two, like I said, I know off the top of my head, just pay attention to them. Pay attention to their names because you will hear their name again. And so all of these children were born in the land of Canaan. Verse 6, it says, and Esau took his wives and his sons and his daughters and all the persons of his house and his cattle, and all his beasts, and all his substance, which he had got in the land of Canaan, and went into the country from the face of his brother Jacob. For their riches were more than that they might dwell together, and the land wherein they were strangers could not bear them because of their cattle. Thus dwelt Esau in Mount Seir. Esau is Edom. And so again, remember when I tell you guys, when he starts saying stuff more than once, pay attention to it, because again, in the very beginning of Genesis 36 verse 1, it says Esau, who is Edom. Now we have it again here in verse 8 where he's saying it again. Esau is Edom. So it's like, again, you know, when we're in school and a teacher wants us to really remember something, she keeps saying it, and she'll not only say it, keep saying it, she'll say it different ways. So again, the first time he said Esau, who is Edom. Here now it's saying Esau is Edom. So again, just remembering Esau, Edom, Esau, Edom, like knowing that Esau is Edom. Edom is Esau. Remember, because again, it is a very important part as we're going to go forward. And so here, I wanted to just point out that part where, remember when Abraham and Lot, they had began to become really big, right? They had began to have a lot of cattle, a lot of those different things, right? And we know how that began. We know how that took place, right? Lot's herdsmen began to argue with Abraham's herdmen, and there became strife before they were able to say, or Abraham had the wisdom to say, hey, Lot, look, pick whichever side you want to pick. I'll go ahead and move, or you can go ahead and move. You know what I'm saying? Because again, we know Lot was not going to separate himself because he saw the blessing, right? But here it says what? It didn't say nobody tussled with anybody. There was no argument going on. But again, Jacob came back home. Esau and Jacob are now in the same space. But God had blessed and multiplied both of them, because again, the same blessing that Isaac gave Jacob is the same blessing that Isaac gave Esau. And it was saying that they would grow, that they would expand, that they would have a lot. And so again, being that Jacob now came back home, they're dwelling in the same space, and God is still blessing. God is still expanding them. And so it says Esau, and remember, Esau was the big brother. And so I love this because, again, to me, he one, took the yoke from around his neck, and then two, he matured to know that, okay, I'm going to be the bigger brother. I'm going to step in my role as big brother, because it says Esau realized, it don't say it like that, but, you know, I'm telling you, like, he realized, like, me and my brother are back in the same space, but we cannot dwell in the same space because we are continually getting bigger. We're running out of space. Like, and instead of causing strife between me and my brother, he said, let me pick up my family and let me move. Why I said he grew in maturity, why I said that he was a bigger person, because we know that Esau was here before Jacob was. Esau could have went on the other side. Esau could have said, bro, I've been here first. Get your stuff and get out. You know what I'm saying? He could have went on the petty side. He could have, caused all kind of strife. He could have caused all kind of mess with his brother, but it does not say that he did that. It said he picked up his family, he picked up his wives, he picked up his children, he picked up his cattle, he picked up everything. And it said what? He realized that they're too big for this space. And Esau was the bigger person, the bigger brother. And he said, I'm going to get up and I'm going to move. It did not say he went to Jacob. It did not say he argued with Jacob. And again, the first picture that we saw was Abraham and Lot, right? The tension had to come before somebody decided to move. Here we see growth. So we're grateful. We're growing, right? Esau realized that there was going to be a problem. And he said, before there be a problem, let me move in love. Because like we just said, love conquers all. When we do it out of love, then God will what? Bless it. So Esau picked up and he moved his whole family, and it says he went into Mount Seir. So verse 9, it says, and these are the generations of Esau, the father of the Edomites, in Mount Seir. So again, it's important to know that Esau is Edom. Anytime you hear anybody, or anytime you hear or look up a name and it goes into the Edomites, you now know that Esau is the forefather of whoever they're talking about. They came from Esau. Well, Esau, his lineage, his children, his sons, his daughters, whichever, but their beginning is Esau, because it says that he is the father of the Edomites, just like Abraham is the father of the, look, I be trying, he's the father of many nations, so he's the father of us all, technically. So verse 10, it says, these are the names of Esau's sons: Eliphaz, the son of Ada, the wife of Esau; Ruel, the son of Bashemath, the wife of Esau. And the sons of Eliphaz were Teman, Omar, Zepho, and Gatam, and Kenaz. So the word Teman, it means the south, as being on the right hand of a person, facing the east right hand. The word Omar, it meant talkative. It means to say, to answer, to a point, bid, boast, self, call, challenge, and then charge. And then Zepho, it meant observant. So they had a talkative one, and then they had one that was quiet and very observant, right? So I just love that balance. And then you have Gatam. Gatam did not have a name. Well, he didn't have a definition. He had a name. He did not have a definition. And then Kenaz, it meant to hunt, a hunter. And so then verse 13, it says, and these are the sons of Ruel, Nahath, and Zerah, Shahama, and Mizah, or Mizah. Well, their hands was real full, okay? And Mizah, these were the sons of Bashemath, Esau's wife. Nope, pause. I skipped the verse. Let's go back up to verse 12. It says, and Timnah was concubine to Eliphaz, Esau's son, and she bare to Eliphaz Amalek. These were the sons of Ada, Esau's wife. So Timnah was Ada's concubine, and she had Amalek. And so Amalek did not have a definition either. And I looked up Timnah's name to see if we can find out some information about the two of them. Timnah did not have a definition either. All we know is that she is Amalek's mother, and that Ada, and that she was Ada's concubine. So then go into verse 13. And the sons of Ruel was Nahath, and Zerah, and Shammah, and Mizah. And these were the sons of Bashemath, Esau's wife. So the word Nahath, it means quiet. It means to rest. It means to descend. And then it also means Chaldee. Now, if I'm not mistaken, there's a Chaldee people. Quote me if I'm not mistaken, there is a Chaldee people. So again, that's something to note. Like Nahath, Ruel's son, would be, as we would say, the starter of the Chaldee people. But again, don't quote me on it. I know that it's in there. I've seen that word several times. So again, until we get to that place, but again, just note, put it there, put it on the shelf, okay? And then Zerah, it means a rising of light, rising, shoot forth beams. Then Shema, it means ruin. It means astonishment, desolation, and then it also means wonderful thing. And now this word Shema, I've seen this word before too. And so again, it's just noteworthy. Note, keep it here, put it on the shelf. So when you see it again, you'll know or remember where you saw it from. And so then this whole Shema, the name meaning ruin or astonishment or desolation. Yes, it's Shammah. Shema, I believe. If I'm not mistaken, I'm saying it right. Or if I'm not, tell me. Let me go back and look it up to see if it goes down into this Shema. It stays at the Shema, but it meant wonderful thing. And so I just wanted to point that out because, again, when something is ruined, when something is brought to desolation, it does not always mean that it is a bad thing, because that word went into ruin, astonishment, desolation, but then it was also called a wonderful thing. And then more of the definition, it means to stun. It means, it says devastate, to stupefy. It means to make amazed, be astonished, be astonishment, be bring into, unto, lay, lie, make, desolate, desolation, desolate place, to destitute, destroy self, lay, lie, make, waste, and wonder. And so again, sometimes God has to destroy something in order for him to rebuild. And so every time that something becomes a ruin, or it becomes desolate or desolation, or God destroys it, don't always look at it as a negative thing, because sometimes some things have to be brought all the way back down in order for God to rebuild. And if we take that and cup it with the scripture where he says, I am the potter and you are the clay, when we take that and put that into this name Shama and this desolation, because again, sometime I'm a living witness, sometimes he got to tear it all down. He got to tear it all down in order to rebuild you, in order to remake you, in order to make you a house that will stand on a firm foundation. And so understanding that every time something is brought to desolation or quote unquote ruin, that's not a bad thing. So don't always look at it as a bad thing. Look at it as, God, you're about to rebuild. God, you're about to solidify my foundation. God, you're about to remake me and make me whole, make me complete. So again, I just want to bring that up because, again, it said all of that, but then it said a wonderful thing. And then Mizah, it means to faint with fear or terror. And so that is all of Ruel's children. And so verse 14, it says, and these were the sons of Aholibama, the daughter of Anah, the daughter of Zibeon, Esau's wife, and she bare to Esau Jeush, and Jalam and Korah. Now, I thought that this was interesting. And I thought this was interesting because, y'all, I had to go back and look at my notes like 3-4 times. Like, I probably spent 5 minutes just going back because this was about to make me feel like I was going crazy, because I was like, God, I already looked these names up. Like, why are they here again? Did I skip verses? Did I miss something? What happened? And verse 14, where it brings back up this Aholibama, the daughter of Anah, the daughter of Zibeon, Esau's wife, and she bare to Esau Jeush and Jalam and Korah. This is said in here twice, right? It threw me off completely. But the fact that it's said in here twice, the fact that it is brought up twice, because again, I was looking like, wasn't she after somebody else? And she was, but God saw fit to mention it twice. Again, I don't know the importance of it, but again, I noted it. He said it twice, right? And so then verse 15, it says, these were dukes of the sons of Esau, the sons of Eliphaz, the firstborn son of Esau, Duke Teman, Duke Omar, Duke Zippor, Duke Kenaz, Duke Korah, Duke Gatam, and Duke Amalek. These are the dukes that came of Eliphaz in the land of Edom. These were the sons of Ada. And so now the word duke, it means familiar, it means friend, it means gentle, it also means a bullock. Captain, duke, chief, learn, teach, and then also utter. Verse 17, it says, and these are the sons of Reuel, Esau's son, Duke Nahath, Duke Zerah, Duke Shema, Duke Mizah. These are the dukes that came of Reuel in the land of Edom. These are the sons of Bashimoth, Esau's wife. And these are the sons of Aholibama, Esau's wife, Duke Yeush, Duke Jalam, Duke Korah. These were the dukes that came of Aholibama, the daughter of Anah, Esau's wife. These are the sons of Esau, who is Edom. Again, he's mentioning it again. Again, that just put in your head. Esau is Edom, and these are their dukes. So these are the chief in Edom. And that's pretty much what he's saying. He called out all of the dukes, and he said that they were the in the land of Edom. And so these are the dukes of the land of Edom. But understand that Esau is Edom, but Edom is also a actual place, right? So again, the dukes of Edom are all of Esau's sons, to make it simple. And so verse 20, it says, these are the sons of Seir, the Horite, who inhabited the land, Lotan and Shobal and Zibeon and Anah. And so the sons of Seir, they were Horites, and we looked this up before, but they're cave dwellers. They're like a cavity or a socket, and we know what a cavity is in our tooth. It's literally a hole in our tooth. So that lets us know that cave, it's a dark place, right? And so then the word lotan, it means a covering, it means a veil, it means to wrap up. And then the word shobal, it means overflowing. As a lady's train, it means to flow, and it means leg. And so shobal, it means overflowing as a lady's train. So you know when you get married, and those people who like the whole long drawn out, walk down the, that's what it's referencing, that overflow. Like you have the whole dress, and all of that train, that fabric that comes behind it would be considered the overflow. And so that's what they're saying the name Shobal means. And so Zibeon, it means very variegated, the same thing as we looked it up before, as in I said the coat of many colors. It means to dye, the different patches of color. That's what it meant. But it reminded me of the coat of many colors in representation with Joseph. And so and 21, and Dishon. No, it's two. So you got Dishon, you got Ezer, and then you got Dishon, if that makes sense. One is spelled Dishon, and then you have one that's spelled Dishan. So it's two different names, but definitely they can get you confused. So Dishon, Dishon, it is the leaper. That is an antelope. It says to trample or thresh, break, tear, thresh, tread out, tread down, at grass. So that's Dishon. And then you have Ezer. It means treasure. It means to store up, lay up in, store, make, and it also means treasurer. And then you got Dishon, Dishan, and it just means a Edomite. And then it has Dishon and Dishan is the same. So it's almost like they're twins, okay? And I honestly think this is funny because I've never really seen my name in the Bible, but it's close, okay? Because this Dishon, Dishon, the Hebrew word is Deeshone, right? So I think that's interesting. And then the Dishan, the Hebrew, never seen it. And so again, it doesn't say that they're twins, but the two names, they connect like this. And so it says, these are the dukes of the Horites, the children of Seir, in the land of Edom. And the children of Latan were Hori and Hemam, Hemame. Okay. So I think we looked up Latan, did we not? Yes. So Latan meant covering a veil. And so the one name Hori, Hori, it turns into Chori, Chori. It also means a cave dweller. It means the Horites. It means a cavity, a socket, a den, a cave, a hole. It means to bore, the crevice of a serpent, the cell of a prison. It means a hole. And then Hemam, Hemam. It means raging. It says to put in commotion. By implication, to disturb, to drive, destroy, break, consume, crush, destroy, discomfort, trouble, and vex. As you're reading. Hori and him. Okay, and so Latan's sister was Timnah. Okay, so now if we go back, remember Ada was Timnah was the concubine of Ada. So Latan was the brother of Timnah. So Timnah came out of the people of Seir, the children of Seir. So again, just those little pieces, like they're coming together. So let me see. And Hemam and Latan's, so let me see. It says, and the children of Latan were Hori and Hemam and Latan's sister Timnah. And the children of Shabal were these, Alvin and Manahath and Ebal, Shapol, and Onam. So let's see. I'm telling you, so like this chapter is full of a lot of names, Lord. And as I'm looking, I'm just like, Jesus. So 23, Shabal. We looked up Shabal. It was one of the sons of Seir. And so his son, Alvin. It means lofty. It means to ascend, be high, or an active mount. A rise up calls to ascend. And so then the word Menahath, it means rest. To rest, that is to settle down, used in a great variety of applications, literally or figuratively. It means to dwell, to stay, to let fall, place, let alone, withdraw, and give comfort. And then Ebal, it means to be bald, bare, and it's a mountain of Philistine. So it almost means the same meanings as, whose children was that? Aholibama's children, almost. And then Shapol, it means baldness. It means bare. It means high, and it means stick out. And then Onam, it means strong. And it says, and these are the children of Zibeon, both Ajah and Anah. This was that Anah that found the mules in the wilderness as he fed the asses of Zibeon, his father. Verse 25, and the children of Anah were these, Dishon and Aholibamah, the daughter of Anah. So again, now it's saying that those, see, like y'all, I'm telling y'all, like this part right here, it's starting to be making me a little confused, okay? Because now it's saying, and the children of Anah were these, Dishon and Aholibamah, the daughter of Anah. So Anah, where is she? Or where is he? So the son of Seir, Anah, is saying Dishon, Dishon, and also Aholibamah. But isn't, and Aholibamah, the daughter of Anah. So Aholibamah is one of the wives of Esau. So the father, okay, so the father of Aholibamah is Anah. And so then that means that Dishon is the brother of Aholibamah. Verse 26, it says, and these are the children of Dishon, Hemdan and Eshban and Ithran and Cheran. Y'all, it's this part trying to put all that stuff together. Like, again, for those scholars who took the time, may God continue to bless y'all. The children of Dishon, Hemdan, it means pleasant. It means to delight in, desirable, pleasant. Eshban, it means vigorous. It means to grow, growth. Shebna, yes. And then Ithran, it means excellent. So he had some really cool children. So to jut over or exceed, to excel, to remain or be left, to leave, cause to abound, preserve, excel, leave a remnant left behind, too much, make plenteous, preserve, be, let, remain, remainder, remaining, reserve, residue, and rest. So Dishon, Dishon, he had some pretty decent children. And then Cheran, it meant Quran. So then verse 27, it says, the children of Ezer are these, Bilhan and Zavan and Achan. So as Bilhan, it means timid. It means to palpitate, as in the hearts, to terrify. Some of their hearts pronounce me. Yes, they're very they're very difficult. We looked up a name that had this same meaning. I think it was like maybe two lives ago. Bilhan, because it said to palpitate, as in the heart, being fear. It means terrify, trouble. And so then Zavan, it means disquiet. To shake off, that is literally to agitate as with fear, to move, tremble, and to vex. So somebody, the devil, was trying to impart fear into these people. and then Achan, because that's like the third name where we done saw Bilhah the concubine. Right, that's what I thought, but I don't think Bilhah's name meant terrified. So Bilhah was it Rachel's? Yeah, Rachel's concubine. It meant the same thing as this one name meant: timid, to palpitate, to terrify, and to trouble. And so we know Bilhah was the mother of Dan and Naphtali. Interesting. I'm telling you, all these little pieces, honey, they gon' fit together eventually. Like, definitely. And y'all look up. Okay, 27. Achan. It means to twist, torturous. Yeah, somebody was being a little vexator. Like, they was over here causing all kind of vexations. So 28, it says the children of Dishon, or Dishon. So Dishan is Uz and Aran. Again, remember the name Uz, because we're definitely going to see that name again as well. Okay, those two pieces. What was it? Where Abraham came from. It was what? Uz of the Chaldees. Yes. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Look, I'm telling you, that's why I tell y'all, just put it up there, because eventually it's all gonna click. So Uz of the Chaldees. And remember one of Esau's kids' name. Who was it? Nahath. It meant quiet, to rest, to descend, and it also meant Chaldee. And so now we're on the Uz part. And so there is a Uz of the Chaldees. So, okay, I don't know if all of that makes sense, but Esau's sons, it means that's the place Abraham came before them. And so they're probably going to find themselves in that same space. Because remember, we talked about yesterday that this thing is literally, it's just a rotation of circle. Like, we're going in the same thing, we're walking in the same path. That's why I was saying that path has been trodden, because again, those that came before us, we're going on the same path that they went on. So we're trotting the same path. It may not look like it, you may not think so, but the truth is we're going on the same path. There's many people that went before us. So the word Uz, it means consolation. It means to take advice, to consult. It means counsel together. And then Aran, it means stridulous. I don't know what that word means, so we're going to go look it up. It means to creak. It means or emit a stridulous sound. That is to shout, usually for joy, aloud for joy, cry out, be joyful, greatly, make to rejoice, cause to shout for joy, cause to sing aloud for joy, out. And then it also means triumph. Okay, so somebody got the victory, okay? Amen. So the word studious, it means of a sound. So this is really loud, like a sound. Look, for real. Somebody got the victory, because who was it? The children that just came before him, the children of Ezer, all of those names, it was like somebody was trying to impart all of this fear and impart all of this stuff. And so then we go to Dishon and all of his children, in their names, Uz, and then you got Aran, and then it meant to shout, to shout for joy, and then it meant triumph. So whatever Ezer's children had going on, whatever fear, whatever, you know what I'm saying, I don't know if they were being bullies or what, but somebody was trying to impart something. And again, it was not characteristic traits of our God. So Deshaun came on the scene and was like, haha, yeah, you thought we got victory, okay? So again, and that's just me looking at their names given scenario, so don't pay me too much. It says, and these are the dukes that came of the Horites, Duke Latan, Duke Shabal, Duke Zibian, Duke Anna, Duke Dishon, Duke Ezer, Duke Dishon, and then Dishon. These are the dukes that came of Hori, among their dukes in the land of Seir. And these are the kings that reigned in the land of Edom before there reigned any king over the children of Israel. So this is good to be noted, because it says, and these are the kings that reigned in the land of Edom before there reigned any king over the children of Israel. So 32, it says, and Bela, the son of Beor, reigned in Edom, and the name of his city was So Bera, or Bela. So Bela, it means a gulp. It means destruction, devouring that which he have swallowed up. To make away with, specifically by swallowing. Generally to destroy, cover, destroy, devour, eat up, be at end, spend up, swallow, down, and up. And so then it says the name of his city was Dinhaba. So it doesn't have a definition. It just says Dinhaba, an Edomitish town. And so then verse 33, it says, and Bela died, and Jabab, the son of Zerah, of Basra, reigned in his stead. So after Bela died, Jabab, the son of Zerah, of Basra, reigned. So that's 33. We rounding up, y'all. I told y'all it was a lot of names, though. So Jabab, it means a howler. So he just out here crying. To bawl, cry out. I say the one that always got something to say about something. And so, how would you say? Basra. It means properly a part, hence prepositionally from or out of, in many senses, above, after, among, at, because of, by reason of. It also means a part, hence a musical chord. Stringed instrument whereby, no, it was given, okay, so it was given scriptures, Psalms 68:23, Psalms 150:4, Psalms 45:8. So those are scriptures that you can go to like get, I guess, a better understanding of the type of how he was doing. But the root word was like a musical instrument. So again, he was making a song. As Miss Brittany said, I may not could carry a tune, but Lord still put me inside of the the heavenly choir. Okay, so it's okay. He would put us in. And so then it said, verse 34, it says, and Jabab died, and Hasham of the land of Tamani reigned in his stead. So Hasham, it means hastily. It means Cusham. It means to hurry. It means to be eager, with excitement or enjoyment, to make haste and hasten and then ready. And then the word Tamani, which is where he was from. It was descendants of Teman. So again, one of the, whose children was that? One of Ada's, Elipah's sons. So one of Esau's children, Teman. And so it went back to the same thing, the south, as being on the right hand of a person facing the east, south side, southward, and south wind. And then verse 35, it says, and Hushman died, and Hadad, the son of Badad, who smote Midian in the field of Moab, reigned in his stead, and the name of his city was Avith. So, now we ain't hear nothing about Midian nor Moab being smitten already. I wonder if that's in the book of Jasher, or are they just speaking, as we would say, prophetically speaking, that this is the person that's going to smote Midian in the field of Moab. So the word Hadad, it's the name of an idol, so that lets us know one thing. And that's all his name says. So that kind of tells where they're about to take the turn on, left on Albuquerque. And Badad 35. It means separation. It means to divide, that is, reflectively be solitary and alone. And so again, look, I don't know, let's go a little bit further before I say something, but like the fact that that one man's name means it's the name of an idol, and then the dad's name means separation, like Avith, which is where they were from. It means ruin. It means to crook, do amiss, bow down, make crooked, commit iniquity, pervert, do perversely, trouble, turn, do wickedly, and do wrong. So again, now I can say it. Something happened, okay? They began at this point, this particular person, whoever this person was, this Hadad, he introduced idols to the people, right? And so at this point, this is where they took the left turn at Albuquerque. This is where they ended up falling. And the funny part about it is Badad, the Hebrew number was 911. I be always, like I said, you find that one thing that makes it click against that 911. Someone please call 911. Because they're about to turn and do wrong, okay? Like, they about to go the wrong way. And so even the place or the city in which they reigned was in Avith. And so it meant to be crooked. It meant to, how would you say? So pretty much all of this negative stuff. We know that they took the left turn on Albuquerque and they struck them. So then again, Badad, because his number was 911, I was literally just making a joke, because I was like, we know 911 is like, to us right now, 911 represents an emergency. 911 represents we need help. And so again, like the fact that his Hebrew number is 911, it was like, oh snap, they about to be in trouble, right? And so again, I told y'all just stuff that the way my brain is wired. It just was funny. And so then again, the city in which he ruled over, look, it's super crazy. It meant ruin. It meant crook. It meant literally or figuratively to do amiss, to bow down, to make crooked, to commit iniquity. It meant to pervert. It meant to do perversely. It meant to trouble. It meant to turn. It meant to do wickedly and do wrong. So again, Hadad introduced these idols into the children of Israel, because again, if we look at Genesis 36:31, it says, and these are the kings that reigned in the land of Edom before there reigned any king over the children of Israel. And now, granted, remember when we talked about Jacob, when Jacob told them, hey, we about to go back. I need y'all to give me all your idols and all of this stuff, because Y'all can't take this with you. And remember, he buried that stuff. So again, this is just something that came back to my mind. I don't know. Maybe they found the stuff that maybe Hadad and Badad and all of them found the idols that Jacob buried. And maybe they were able to reintroduce, because remember, we said Rachel had to die off the scene. That's when Jacob was now able to be called Israel. So we don't know, because again, remember, Edom, Esau, he moved out of the space with Jacob because he was like, we getting too big. Now, again, I don't know if Seir is the place that Jacob done left. But again, you know what I thought about last night? And this is just crazy. But again, this is the way my mind is wired. And again, I believe that God wired my brain like this because he created me, right? So it reminded me of, remember we talked about Jacob buried the idols. He buried them under a tree. But we know how the earth shifts and all of that good stuff and all that stuff happens, right? It made me think about Jumanji. You remember Jumanji? When they played that game, they ended up playing that game and then they had to finish it and play it all the way through. What did they go do? They went and buried that game, Jumanji, instead of destroying it, right? Like Miss Shauna said the other day yesterday when I was talking to her, she was like, there's a proper way to destroy idols. You got to destroy them by fire. It's to make sure that they don't come back, okay? To make sure that no one else finds them, to make sure that they cannot revamp themselves. And so with that being said, being that Jacob buried them, and then putting that into the mindset of Jumanji, when they played this game, they realized that this game is crazy. It wreaked havoc in our whole life, even though, yes, it was just a game, but baby, we felt like we lost. You know what I'm saying? It matured them kids. No matter how much they tried to go back to a normal life, they were not able to go back to a normal life. They just can't, okay? And so they went and they buried that game. And what happened? You had some people that was next to some water, however have you. And as the water was moving and washing up, it took the dirt off of the game. They were able to find it, and then it just started all over again. So again, it made me think about that yesterday concerning Jacob burying the idols. And then it makes me think about it here when it says that this Hadad and Badad and all of them, they now reintroduced idols back to the children of Israel. They got a hold of it. So again, that's just a mental picture. But again, that's what it just made me think about. And so then verse 36, it says, and Hadad died, and Samlah the Masrekah reigned in his stead. Samlah, it means the ideal of a cover, assuming the shape of the object beneath it, a dress, especially a mantle, apparel, cloth, clothes, clothing, garments, and raiment. And then Masrekah, it says a part, hence, from or out of, in many senses, above, after, among, at, because of, by reason of, from, among, and neither. And so verse 37, verse 38, it says, and Saul died. Now hold on, I skipped one. 37, and Simlah died, and Saul of Rehoboth by the river reigned in his stead. So the word Saul, it means asked. It means to inquire, to request, by extension to demand, ask, counsel on, beg, borrow, lay to charge, consult, demand, desire, earnestly inquire, greet, obtain leave, lend, pray, request, require, salute, and then surely, and then wish. So now this Saul of Rehoboth, because ain't there like 3 Sauls leading up to ain't there like 3 Sauls leading up to, or 2 Sauls leading up to the Saul that was once Saul, but he became Paul? Like, all these Sauls. be throwing me. And then verse 38, it says, and Saul died, and Baal-Hanan, the son of Achbor, reigned in his stead. So verse 38. So Baal-Hanan, it means a possessor of grace. Amen. It means a master, hence a husband, a owner, archer, babbler, bird, captain, chief man, confederate, to have, to do, to dream, dreamer, those to whom it is due. It also means to be master, hence to marry. Oh, there we go. That word comes back around again. Beulah, have dominion over, be husband, marry, married, and then wife. Interesting. So his name goes back into the root word of Beulah. Interesting. Mr. Baal-Hanan, the son of Achbor. Let's see, Achbor. Because it also looks like they were taking a turn, like they were going back into the right direction now. But again, I don't want to just be saying. Sense of attacking a mouse as nibbling. It also means entangling a spider, as weaving a network in spider. Oh no. So verse 39, it says, and Baal-Hanan, the son of Achbor, died, and Hadar reigned in his stead, and the name of his city was Pau, and his wife's name was Mehetabel, the daughter of Matred, the daughter of Mezahab. So again, here's the mentioning of a wife. And so again, you ain't see no wives being mentioned all the way up and through all of these sons and kings and stuff. So now you have a spot where he's about to actually mention the wife, which means there's a reason. There's a calling that she carried, which gave her the grace to be mentioned. So again, like I tell you, just always pay attention to those small things because there's a reason for them. So Baal-Hanan died, and then Hadar. So the word Hadar, it means magnificence. That is an ornament or splendor, beauty, comeliness, excellency, glorious, glory, goodly, honor, majesty. It means to swell up, literally, figuratively, actively, passively. By implication, to favor or honor, be high or proud. It means countenance, crooked, place, glorious, honor, and then put forth. So this guy, Hadar, it says he reigned in his stead, and the name of his city was Pau. And so that word, it means screeching, screaming. It means to scream, to cry. And so then it says Pau, and his wife's name was Mehetabel or Mehetabel. It means augmented. It means bettered of God. It also means to be or make well. Literally, sound beautiful, happy, successful, right. It means to be accepted. It means amend. So again, remember they took a turn left on Albuquerque with this Hadad people, with this king of Hadad. And now we see that God is now making amends. But who did it take for there to become an amend? God had to bring what? A woman. So again, we need to stop underestimating ourselves, because God said there's an anointing on us to amend things that would likely probably never been amended. So we need to stop sleeping on ourselves in that area. But anyway, he he's now bringing amendments, because again, we said what the new king's name meant, and now this is his wife. It means to make well. Because of her, God's going to make well. He's going to amend. He's going to use a right. They're going to benefit. They're going to be and make better, seem best, to make cheerful, be comely, be content. He's going like diligently. He's going to dress earnestly, find favor. They're going to find favor because of this woman, because the word of God, that scripture says, a man that findeth a wife findeth a good thing, and find what? Favor in the sight of God. So again, we saw all these kings that ruled before this one. This one realized, like, it's not good for man to be alone. He went and found him a wife, and in him finding a wife, he found favor, and he's going to be able to bring these people back into the place that they're supposed to be in. So again, women, let's stop sleeping on ourselves, okay? Like, let's stop sleeping on ourselves in that area. And so the wife, Mehetabel, which is the daughter of Matred. And so that Matred means propulsive. It means to drive on, to follow close, continual. So a pushing. And then Mezahab. So one of these names is the mother, one of these names is the father. And so Mezahab, it means water of gold. Interesting. It means water, figuratively juice, urine, semen, piss, wasting, water, watering, watercourse, flood, and spring. It also means to shimmer, gold, figuratively something gold colored that is yellow as oil, a clear sky, golden, and then fair weather. And so verse 40, it says, and these are the names of the dukes that came of Esau, according to their families after their places by their names. Duke Timnah, Duke Alva, Duke Jeheth, Duke Ahalibama, Duke Elah, Duke Penan, Duke Kenaz, Duke Timnin, Duke Mibzar, Duke Magdiel, Duke Aram. These be the dukes of Edom, according to their habitations in the land of their possession. He is Esau, the father of the Edomites. So again, they saying it again. All of these people that we just heard about, Esau, Edom, he is the father thereof. He is the father of all Edomites. So even in your own studies, when you decide to study and you want to go look up these names, because again, as we've looked up, it does, when we look up a name, it'll tell us like what area they came from, or what kind of tribe they were, like the Edomites, the Canaanites, the Hivites, the Horvites. Looking up that name gives us all those different pieces of information. So if you're going to study on your own and you look and you see a name and it means Edom or Edomite, know that they originated. Esau is their father. So again, that is all of 36. Like I said, it was a bunch of names, a lot of different pieces, again, good pieces that, again, most of it, all we're going to do with it right now is take it, put it on the shelf. We got the information now. It's not going to come into play quite yet, but do not discard it, because we're going to need it later. So don't discard everything that we heard, all of the names, all of those meanings, and I know it was a lot. But like I said, the ones I called out, for the most part, those are the ones that we're going to remember. And again, looking at that underlining journey of all of these kings, and where there was a shift, they did well, then they fell, and then God came and made amends. So the same thing with our life right now. You're going to do well. Somehow you're going to fall, but don't worry, because at the end of the day, God is going to amend it. Same thing with this whole thing with Jesus Christ and all of this. Like, God already knew. He already had it set up. He's going to put the proper pieces in place to always make sure that every time we fall, we're going to be able to get up. Because it says what? A righteous man is going to fall 7 times, but he's going to get up.